Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at how to set up sales tax so that your QuickBooks file will track sales tax for you. So first thing that you need to do is go up here under the Edit menu. Of course, you'll have to be in single user mode to change the company preference, and you of course have to have admin rights. So you click on Preferences here. You're going to select Sales Tax on the left side. Go up to Company Preferences, and it's going to ask you, do you charge sales tax? So you're going to go ahead and say yes. Okay. Now once you choose that, you want to go through each of these individual areas down here. So to set up a sales tax item, you just want to go in here and say Add Sales Tax Item. Okay, so it's going to be an individual item. Now, it wants to know what's your most common sales tax item because that's what it's going to default to. All right, so I'm just going to say, for example, Austin sales tax. Okay, I can put in their description that I want to have in there. I put in the rate, 8.25, and I put in the vendor who I'm going to pay this out to. Okay, so the state comptroller, all right, sales tax item, Austin sales tax description, the rate, and the comptroller. Now, what you're going to go into after this video, we're going to go into a little bit more sales tax groups and sales tax items setup in the next video on sales tax, but just know that you want to add the most common one there. Okay, next, to assign sales tax codes, taxable item, most people call that taxable, but if you call it something else, you can change that. Non-taxable, again, non. If you want to add a different non-taxable category item code, you can add that here. I would say 90% of my clients just use taxable and non-taxable, maybe 99% of my clients. So this, maybe don't consider adding a whole bunch of different things here. So things like non-taxable resale, that doesn't go down here under the sales tax codes. That should be a sales tax item up top. Okay. This little box, if you want to mark the line item with taxable when you print it, so it'll have a little T on it. So maybe if you have labor and product and you just charge tax on the product, you can put the little T next to the product so they know that that was taxable, but the labor was not. Okay. Then you decide, when do you owe sales tax? So this is going to be your reporting. Do you owe it as of the invoice date, or do you owe it upon receipt of cash basis? So what that means is, this is a big decision here. So if you charge a client, if you create an invoice for a client in the end of the month or the end of the quarter, okay, and you charge sales tax on that invoice, is it due to the tax agency at the time the invoice is created, or is it due when you receive payment? Okay, so you got to check with your local taxing authorities and make sure that you have it set up for the right basis, cash or accrual basis. And then you come over here, and how often do you pay sales tax? Okay, so again, the taxing authority should be able to tell you how often you should be paying sales tax, monthly, quarterly, annually. It's just going to create reminders for you, and also when you go in to do your reporting, it's going to pull, if it's monthly, it's going to pull for the last month, quarterly for the last quarter, etc. Okay. So first thing, you want to make sure that sales tax is set up in there correctly, and then check out our next video to see how the sales tax items are set up, and as well how to use sales tax groups.